Welcome back, everybody, to game number 2 of LGD versus mousesports. This is your first of the final two group stage matches of the day. I should say game number 2 of this series. LGD, the top dogs, not only of this group, but of the entire event, the only undefeated team. Can they make it a clean 14-0 sweep, or will mousesports take them down a peg, get some massive confidence going into the group stages? Mouse, on the flip side, absolutely at the bottom, not having a good time. You know, to be fair, mousesports has had some stiff competition along the way, but they gave LGD a lot last game. They gave them so many heroes they know how to run particularly well, and LGD really never looked back.
They never really did. I mean, again, here's the thing. LGD is a team that has a lot of options. Sure, they don't have to give away Darkseer, Panda, and of course the Sand King and Morphling. I'm sure if LGD changed the lineup, they will be just as strong, if not stronger. But giving away Darkseer, it's just a tough position to come back. Remember the laning that Darkseer received at least 6 or 7 Enchantress gank, it felt like. And it wasn't successful. The Surge Juke was just too good. Perhaps Kuroky's choice of creeps was not good enough. Whatever the case might be, that was the lane that mousesports should have dominated. They didn't. Dual lane mid did not really fare that well. They got that 1 kill against Sand King, but after it was all Sylar party all the way. But for now, mousesports pick up a hero that's been very, very powerful, has a high win rate, and they have just about one of the best player on that hero.
They do, but it might be Showit's Prophet as the response, and Sylar's Morphling as well. That's what we
there you go.
And guess what? That's what we do see. They do get Rubik. I almost want to say it's okay for Mouse, because to me, Sing Sing has to get this hero. In this tournament, at least, it doesn't seem like he's had much of an impact or really had the opportunity to help out his team unless he gets Rubik. So, you know, LGD know how to use more heroes than Morphling and Darkseer, things like that. We've seen Sylar on a lone trader, we've seen him on anti-mage. You can't ban out all the carries. It's something we've talked about before. But it's so much to give away to LGD. Showit's Prophet, to me, is the strongest Prophet in the world after watching the other Summit World Tour, after watching some of the matches in the International, or hearing about them, as I should say. His Prophet, expect him to go to the off lane and then somehow find an early mechanism, as well as going back for Midas. The last time we cast him, I believe he had a triple kill within the first 8 minutes, and this was up against one of the better Chinese teams. Maybe it was IG. I can't remember who. Or maybe it was, I think it might have been eHome in the Beyond the Summit World Tour. And then when it goes back for Midas, has that by 10 minutes. This just gives them the two really strong semi-carry, some versatile laning heroes. But they do have nice spells to steal for Rubik. Morph and Waveform in particular will be fantastic for Sing Sing.
And if you could steal yourself a teleport, that would be pretty good as well. I just want to extend your point here on Showit's Nature's Prophet. It's not just that he farms very well, he's a good riser. He is going to get his mech quick. He is going to get that Midas quick. It's just that the way he does it, he does not abandon his team and go for the quota build and go AFK rice mode. He helps the team. The fact that you talked about he gets a triple kill with his team, you know, within 8 minutes game, he will TP if his team needs him, and he will help out. So he rises fast while helping out the team. That's an unbelievable factor, because a lot of players, a lot of carry players in particular, could rise and could give you that quick farm, but they don't help out the team too much. And we're going to see Black's anti-mage once again, this time aided by Sexybamboe's Broodmother, and the Tide Hunter is the reply. Now, with the Tide Hunter, we could see the Tide Broodmother matchup, and I want to. That's a fairly good matchup for both players, but we might even see that it's probably going to be. Well, we might. It's hard to say, actually.
It's hard to say. Yeah. It is hard to say. They had the option to put that matchup, and I think that's really why LGD wanted to pick Tide, as well as just this Tide Hunter Morphling combo yesterday was just, they were the dynamic duo. I don't think they dropped the game. They were so strong together, and profitable on top of that. That gives you some really strong burst. mousesports, once again, they get the Rubik, then they go back for Broodmother and Anti-Mage. Some good split push potential here. But again, a team that I just don't think can fight directly in an engagement versus LGD. He has a hero who can help, some good single target disables, but I still think teamfight is going to favor LGD. Where does LGD go from here? Do they look towards maybe something like an Enigma, another hero with a stun? I know they love their Sand King. I think they can fit him in, and then they need an offlane hero of some kind, unless it's going to be that Tide Broodmother 1v1 matchup that you've been suggesting we might see.
I love the Shadow Shaman pick. Not only do you get it for yourself, you deny it here to the LGD squad, and I think that means a lot more, because I'm sure they would love to snap pick a Shadow Shaman now. It does so well against Anti-Mage. It does a lot for you for Broodmother. And now Rubik suddenly, if Tide Hunter is not careful enough, if he doesn't have a mana for Anchor Smash afterwards, Rubik could steal Ravage. Rubik definitely will be stealing a lot of Burrow Strikes. I just think that Sing Sing could have a big game, and he needs to have a big game here to actually have any hopes to take a game away from LG.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the massive stunning. Tidehunter stun, Sand King stun, and of course all on the back lines here you have Nature's Prophet and Morphling doing the big right clicks.
Yeah, for LGD they get more lockdown, but yeah, I completely agree. This game is, for me, I don't want to say fix the camera on Sing, but if you do, that will tell the tale of the game. Is he going to be getting ganked a lot early, like we saw when they played against EG with Demons just ridiculously efficient bounty hunter? Yeah. You know, or is this going to be a game where Sing has that big impact? Because if he gets off to a bad start, that's going to be big trouble for Mouse. If he gets off to a good start, that's going to be big trouble for LGD. I mean, you talked about it. Stealing, to me, Burrow Strike is probably the single best ability in the game to steal. A spammable AoE stun that also provides an escape mechanism, and it fits in perfectly with Sing's item selection on Rubik. He loves to go for Blink Dagger, he loves to go for Phase Boots and Force Staff. And that will be an amazing ability to have. But it's not just that. It is also the Morphlate. And the stats morph. The stats morph can be huge. The Waveform is a great burst damage nuke. Kuroky will get Enigma. That's going to be the final pick for Mouse. And this may allow them to have a direct clash. But there's a lot of ways to cancel his ultimate. So he's really going to have to find the right opening and choose his spots wisely if they want a team fight. But they don't have to. They do have the split push with the Shadow Shaman, the Enigma, the Broodmother. Even Rubik and Anti-Mage can push pretty well.
That's exactly the case. The X factor for me in this game, the first 10 minutes, how will Yao do? Is he going to get a quick level 6? Is he going to just, you know, stay at level 1 until much later on? You can see that he's picking up the South Shield. That means he is going to be going for somewhat of a farming solo lane. If he gets owned early and the Ravage gets delayed, if you look at LG's team fight, it's actually not that strong. They have a Burrow Strike. That's pretty much it. Without the Ravage, LGD is very weak, and do look towards mousesports taking big advantage of that. Whenever that Ravage is down, or when he's not level 6, look towards Mouse to be ultra aggressive, even more aggressive than they usually are. Sylar going to bot lane here, will be playing the Morphling. DDC on the Shadow Demon, wards on him here, and a little bit of ghost still left in him. We have DD going to be trying to try lane. We might, they may be just warding together. DD's going to be playing the Sand King, or they just might, yeah, Shao. It seems like he's going solo mid. On the Nature's Prophet, and it's going to be a Tidehunter solo top. And I think they got all the lane guesses correctly. They are going to get their matchup Brood versus Tide up top. And tri-lane here, this is a very powerful tri-lane. Oh, this dual lane for Mouse is... Black will... even Black could fall if you... the setup, the lockdown between Disruption and then the burst, Burrow Strike and the burst damage with Waveform and the auto attack, they could easily kill the Anti-Mage if they get it. Well, maybe not at level 1, but once Soul Catcher is there. And more importantly, it's 1437. This tri-lane has there's a lot of danger for that. I also look towards mid, and if they want to smoke gank, do they have a smoke picked up? DD does. This is what LGD love to do, especially when they run the offensive tri-lane, is the smoke gank. Ooh. That's an easy kill on the Rubik. Sure, he's got telekinesis. There's a haste rune.
They're not bad defensively, and as though they needed help getting this gank, this first blood. Like you said, it's the haste rune for DD. No time to introduce Mouse because here's 1437. Walks right in. No disruption from DDC. Just not expecting to see him there, honestly. He definitely had the time to get it off.
Well, here's a very awkward gank. If you hasten as a Sankey and Burrow Strike, what is Shadow Demon going to do? Disruption afterwards? It's just awkward. So even though they got the haste, they can't make too much out of it. And this will give us a little bit of time to introduce the Radiant player, the Mouseport players.
Yeah, we're going to have 1437 on that support Shadow Shaman. He has got his work cut out for him in this bottom lane, let me tell you. Black on the Anti-Mage. We do see Kuroky playing the defensive jungle Enigma. Look at DD right now. This is reminding me of what we saw from Demon, stealing a creep from high ground to low ground, but there's no gush here. And finally, it will be Sexybamboe up on the top lane, playing the Broodmother. You talked about it, this lane can go either way, although I think it's... You know, I do think that Tidehunter has a little bit of an easier time because of that Anchor Smash and the Kraken Shield. Look at DD's aggression right now. Wants to rotate in mid. But because this is the benefit of the defensive jungle, because Kuroky is so close nearby, he can assist Sing. If they want to go for the gank, I feel they will need both supports to do it.
Ooh, Sand King right now taking a little bit of pot shot, and mid has not rotated in, so he is going to be fine. I love the Sentry Ward blocking off the level 1 camp.
Look at top lane. Look at top lane right now.
Well, I mean, Bamboo, he's going to regen up with the web, but here's the thing. It's 30 but pop here for the Anchor Smash. It's going to go up in mana by a bit, but he's farming so much gold. Look towards Yao's CS to go high, but here comes the rotation here for Mousesport. I think they got to set up a gank on this lane, but can you though? DDC is going to be the weakest link here, but same thing with 1437. They're going to go for it. Where's the disruption? There's going to be a shackle. Burrow Strike. Any Burrow Strike, there's a disruption. And soon after, the Burrow Strike will have to hit. Burrow Strike, no Burrow Strike still. They're gonna still wait for it now. Sylar's gonna be in position. And the waveform for the first blood. Kuroky gonna get body block. Oh, he's in big trouble. The second Burrow Strike, as well as the disruption is going to be cooling down. I think Burrow Strike is going to be casted first. There you go, Burrow Strike. Couple more right clicks. Waveform not necessary, and Sanking picks up the kill. This tri-lane, powerful, too powerful.
You know, it's not in LGD's individual skill, although they have a lot of it. It's just you talked about it. They got every single lane they wanted. It's like they literally know exactly what mouz want to do as well as mouz do. Running the offensive tri-lane. How many times have we seen offensive tri-lanes backfire horribly for teams? LGD, when they choose to run one, it's the perfect situation, and already it's going to be a lane swap. They're sending Bamboe bottom. He was not having fun top. Anti-Mage will have a much better time top. I feel Black can solo this lane, and Broodmother is a much better hero to punish the tower dives, with the Spiderlings doing a lot of damage, available to provide some body blocks and more damage. But we've also seen Morphling can farm these Spiderlings pretty well, especially if he gets some early farm, which, he already has it, because he got those kills for his team. So, I don't know, I like the adjustment for mouz, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to shut down this Morph lane, and are they getting the trade-offs elsewhere? How is that mid lane going right now?
Well, mid lane, neither player is getting a lot of support. Xiaoa's got himself 13 creep heal and critically 9-9, so he's out CSing Sing Sing quite a bit as well. Sing Sing constantly being driven back. The Burrow Strike, that's going to hit. Is there a Sprout? No Sprout necessary so far. The right clicks, and there you go. There's a Sprout. Fable doing the minus damage. He's trying to bottle up, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, so close, Sing Sing. Any uphill misses? No uphill misses for Sing Sing, and Xiaoa will get the kill. Oh, it's just action everywhere. On the top lane, the Black, he's having his own trouble as well, because now Shadow Demon has rotated, and he will be disrupting him and bringing his mana away.
Oh, and unfortunately, Black has taken a point in mana burn, which means his own power as the anti-mage will be turned against him. And with Soul Catcher too, that is pure damage. It ignores the spell shield. They can easily look to pick him off pretty early on. You know, they haven't even used the smoke yet on the Sand Cave. This is just that's normally when you're getting these kinds of kills, it does come off of smoke. mouz has done the right thing though. They've put down a nice sentry ward to D-ward. They have a ward spotting the rotations, and that won't help you with the smoke. And what do you know, Lumi? It's another haste run for DD. God damn, some players just have all the luck. Here he comes top lane, looking for Black. Disruption, Soul Catcher will be there. Where's the Burrow Strike? They're trying to bait out the Blink. They bait it out, and this should be a dead anti-mage. That Blink is a long cooldown. The body block, unfortunately, coming in. Here's your Burrow Strike. 5 seconds to go. Actually, may not be enough. Doesn't look like it. They decide not to give chase. Oh, great escape there from Black. Still, just the haste run again, really? I mean, come on, man.
And that always just shows you how good map awareness Black has. I mean, most players would have just blink back to his doom. But right now, he blinked to the right side, and you show that escape. But back on the bot lane there, Sylar is actually having such a tough time. Bamboo, sensing that he has the lead, is pressing for it. Look at all those Spiralings, but here comes Sylar. It's going for the kill. Wow, Bamboo is going to be fine. The Shaco here, his strength morphing, he should be okay. But suddenly, here comes CDC. Howzy at the right places, always at the right time, missing 3 mana for the Burrow Strike, and Bamboo assassinates him with a freaking Spiderling, dude. And here we go, it goes the other way. Bamboo is going for the right click. Do not underestimate Bamboo's Broodmother play. That was a big snipe.
Oh my god, that was a massive play by Bamboo, and Sylar getting a little cocky, let's be honest about it. Should not have been doing that. You have to expect Broodmother to hang around, and the webs, and with the Soul Ring, she's always going to mana. There's a Sentry Ward here, it's a set. They do see him now. This one was just placed out. And he's going to go for the double? No. No, is he going to get this one? So close. He's going to get it. Bamboe does it. The double for Bamboe. And finally, one of the momentum-based players on mouz who needs to have a good start. He didn't start off well top, but boy, is he recovering beautifully bottom. And the split push that we talked about. Kuroky is under level. He is level 3, but that should be even behind the support. Shadow Shaman, who's up against the tri-lane for at least part of the game. It's okay, though. They're going to get 1 tower. And will they be able to turn 2? They might try.
Yeah, I mean, LGD is actually on a rope here now. Right now, one of the scariest hero...
It's lane. Xiaowei gets thrown up in the air. The right clicks. It's a roaming, ganking anti-mage from Black. Morphling, step aside. Let anti-mage show you how it's done. Disruption. Soul Catcher. Will it be enough? He's oh, I thought he didn't have blink. That would have been a mistake if he didn't, but he gets away. He isn't farming during this time. but at least Black setting up kills for his team.
Man, mousesports offense right now is just layered upon one after another. But going back to the point I was trying to make earlier, it's one of the scariest heroes to have a momentum on is the Broodmother, but that momentum will be seized as we see the right clicks here on Bamboo. Nice Sentry Ward being dropped from here to here. 6 Sentry Ward drop. And that was going to get them to kill, stopping the momentum of Bamboo, and very importantly, protecting that tier 2. At this point, if you give up the slight lead here to Bamboo, he will push your tier 2, push your tier 3. So I love the rotation now. Yao going back in lane. He's already level 7. That's my X factor for LGD. If they start fighting now, I gotta say, Ravage is still the biggest and baddest ultimate in the map.
Oh yeah, and it's so you can't take a fight when Ravage is up, as long as Tidehunter's there. Shout8 as well, he's getting close to that mech. It won't be, because of that kill, it will delay it just a touch. Oh, the Sprout into the... Was that a blind Sprout? I don't think he had vision there. Maybe just barely. Bambo comes in, wants to man mode versus Shout8. There's the right clicks to spawn Spiderly. Waveform back though. Bambo has to be very careful. He will live for the moment. The 2 heroes that need farm, both on this lane, and here comes the rotation. They still haven't used the smoke. mousesports, all the wards on the bottom, unfortunately means no wards up top, and it appears LGD knows it. And they come, tower in deny range. Are we going to see a burrow strike? Are we going to see a tower? Yes, killed by the Dire. Waveform, Bambo lives with 50 HP, and I think they're finally out of wards. Sentries are depleted. He will live, but the tower not able to be denied, and Shout8's mech 200 gold away.
That's the thing, you talked about how quick he gets the milk here. We do have Sing Sing grabbing double damage. It could be big. He has 400 mana as well as arcane boots, but everybody has gone now, so not too much really backstab. Sing Sing's effectiveness in this game hasn't been too much. He hasn't been able to set up the gank. I don't think he has won the lane, especially thanks to Sand King's gank on mid. So Sing Sing's not doing too good. Mouse sexybamboe is gonna have a tough time. It's telekinesis, toss him back, disruption, kuroky, black hole on 3, but the burrow strike, no, he runs into the black hole, and suddenly Ethershark gets a double. Shout8's on the run, the double damage from Sing Sing. Will he get the last hit? Will he get it? Oh, Shout8, he's so fast. Meanwhile, Sand King, can he burrow strike out? The anchor smash being stolen on Sing Sing. Is he really gonna go for a kill? No, he's gonna go down as well. Big turnaround. Wrath of Nature bringing down everybody low, but it was not enough.
Oh, here comes Sylar. Gets 1437. No! One trap actually just missing it. Sylar will escape, but only by the skin of his teeth. Morphling doesn't have any, so whatever he has instead of the teeth.
Big win here for Mouse.
What a black hole. kuroky, the perfect time. He caught up in levels too. Give him credit. He was 3 at 6 minutes in. Somehow he finds 6 by 9 minutes in. And what a time to have that black hole.
And remember, that was Yao with this Ravage up, and he could not fire off because how quickly he died. The black hole Ethershark combo was insane. Black though on the bot lane getting outmanned by the bigger man, the Tidehunter on the bot lane. Man, he's just owning the lane right now. But that big win here for Mouse, it was huge because they took a team fight when Ravaged up, and they still won it. LGD's got to be somewhat phased.
You know, I said they couldn't take a fight, but if you hit a absolutely picture-perfect black hole, then I am wrong, and they do it. The one concern is they can't. I still think they can't take a fight without that Ravage, at least not right now, and that's got to be concerning for Mouse. Tidehunter pushing the lane, then they're going to look to backstab when the creeps get here, and 4 heroes grouped up. Shout8 joins the party. Mech's still not picked up. Did he go back for Ring of Basilis? I believe he did. Burrow strike. Black will dodge that one. The Ninja, but they're going to get the tower. And meanwhile, top lane, they want to set up a gank on Sylar, or maybe Sing Sing just wants to pull this lane back. In comes an army of Spiderlings. Is this? Well, for a second I thought Sing Sing stolen Spiderlings, but no, Broodmother is on his team. I'm going a little crazy here. Prophet ult bouncing through, waveform back from Sylar, slowing down the push, but Bambo gonna go to work on this tower. Here comes the TP in. That one, it will be DD. Immediately, terrified, goes into a sandstorm.
Ooh, all those Spirelings. You gotta be careful about them. Sing Sing, he gets a spell. It's a waveform, so he could get out. He does. Oh, that looked like Dragon Ball Z. They were jumping after another Bamboo doing the right click here. But the dust on Bamboo. Oh, the tree getting destroyed by the telekinesis stage. Do you see him, though? The right clicks, Bamboo's out of... Oh, he's got the magic wand, but the waveform comes in from after. Sylar gets himself yet another kill. Remember had that bad start in this in the beginning? What bad start? I don't remember myself.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at Golden experience right now. It is pretty much dead even gold-wise, and they're leading in terms of experience. That is the power of the Enigma. You know, it wasn't a jungle prophet, so they're not maximizing their farm as much as maybe they could have. And as a result, LGD a little bit on the, I don't want to say on the back foot, but not with the... How often do we cast LGD and they're just out to a ridiculous start like we saw in Game 1? You know, they gave up first blood, but then they get the kills, and from there they never look back. And this time around, it's not going to be the case. Purge on the 1437. Soul Catcher. The poison comes out. They're not really going to die for this. Just ushering him away from the tower. Sing Sing wants to make a big play. Wants to backstab. He's got Dota in his brain, man. Is he going to come in? He's looking for it. He's got the waveform. Got to choose your spot wisely. If you telekinesis Tidehunter, he cannot cast Ravage. Kraken Shell will not remove it. But here's Disruption. Soul Catcher. Burrow Strike. 1 second, or not even. 1/10 of a 20th of a second too early. He gets away. Sing Sing will survive. The Black Hole has a cooldown, yet it has. And that's going to force LGD back.
And there hasn't been a Ravage. I mean, we talked about it. He's level 6, he's level 7, he's level 8. He has a Ravage, but he's not using it. He will be trying to use it. Look at how aggressive LG is playing. I think they got to be a little bit disappointed. They had the stronger dominance. They lost the team fight with that dominance. And they couldn't take too many towers. Look at that Serpent Wards being dropped here for the defense. Let's see how long Mouse 1437 is going to be defending. Are we going to see the 4th deny here? The 5th deny? Is it going to be the Serpent Ward deny this time? Oh. The pick up here, toss back is going to be fine here. And it is going to be, Enigma, why you have to ruin this. It's going to be fine, though.
Very anticlimactic. You got me excited, Luminous.
Yeah, actually, in a game that we didn't cast yesterday, eHome had a Plague Ward deny from a Venomancer. So, we were keeping the count going. We have Forge Spirits, we have Treants, we have Wolves, we have Plague Wards.
It's the Quadfecta. Is that a word? I don't know.
I don't know. we're making up words as we go along, though.
So Black, it looks like he has kept his options open, opted for treads. It's not a naked Battle Fury like we saw last game. Magic Wand picked up. I will say for Black, he hasn't been farming very much. A lot of roaming, but top lane, they really want Bamboe. Look at this investment. Smoke gets revealed, dust gets popped. Such a nice combo there. Whenever the smoke goes off, you know he's lurking in the webs. And there's your Burrow Strike. Bamboe will go down. No escapes for him. But the push, oh, shall we? No, he's going to defend bottom, which means Anti-Mage off into the jungle. Mid lane is where the push comes. Sing Sing. With waveform picked up, Rubik can just melt down creep waves instantly with that double nuke combo. But he's going to waveform away. Kuroky has not bought anything yet. Oh, Demonic Purge. Are they actually going to go on this? There is a Black Hole, and the waveform is available. No, he stole something instead of using it. Black Hole. There you go from Kuroky. Yow. Where's up? It won't be enough. It will not. Sing Sing on the back foot, but he will get a kill with Shadow Poison. That was not what he wanted to steal. Very surprised he does not just go for the waveform there. And now he's caught out. The mech, the gush. Sing Sing takes a fall. Outnumbered, overwhelmed, and brought down.
And now Black Hole's on cooldown for a long time. 1437's got to be careful. The pressure is going to be coming on tier 2. Mech not cooldown for about 30 more seconds. Sylar's here. He is going to be going for a Lincoln Sphere. Not a bad item because there's a lot of single target disable. Of course, Telekinesis, Shackle, Hex, Malefice. If you could block one of those, and between Waveform and Strength Morph, he should be absolutely fine. And speaking of which, tier 2 going down for free, basically. No trade-off on the other side of the map. Bamboo cannot pressure because he's getting picked off too much. And to be honest, Black not doing too much either.
This is Xiaohui's profit. You know, he hasn't had the biggest impact in terms of raw numbers, 1, 1, and 4. But he has been involved with 5 of his team's 9 kills. But more importantly, the mech pickup, we saw it in the fight over here that just happened, making sure nobody takes a fall. The mech also helping your team push because the armor provides the creeps. It will be the Midas after the mech. He stopped for Boots and Reina Basilius along the way, but it's all about the pressure around the map. And if you knock down the early towers, then it means if a hero like Bamboe wants to split push, if the other 3 supports, the Shadow Shaman, the Rubik, the Enigma want to do so, or if Anti-Mage is off on his own, they have so far to journey to try and get away. But I will say for Mouse, even losing their towers, Broodmother and Anti-Mage might be the 2 best heroes in Dota, in the world of Dota, to be able to deal with not having towers. Oh, there's the dust. Another gank. They're going to find him. Soul Catcher, Burrow Strike. Bamboe's going to go down again. These ganks, so efficient. There's a bit of an investment for them, but every time they gank, they're getting kills. Mid lane, tower goes down. Oh, a ward trap on Yao. What a ward trap. And it's 1437. Just stops moving. He knows he's dead. Xiaohui in the right place. Sing Sing, even better, steals the TP. He gets the hell out of there. And he TPs to the rune to steal it. Sing Sing being very efficient as well. The Chinese from the Netherlands making some big plays happen. Even when he's not getting kills, he's doing something to help his team. But LGD, they do get a couple kills. They punish Mouse for taking the tower. And they shut down the Broodmother yet again. Bamboe's trying to rush a BKB, but he's a way off from that.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the Blink Dagger on Tidehunter gotta be very disheartening. Black Hole's cute, Black Hole's great, but this Ravage will cancel that Black Hole, and it's so easy to. The AoE is so big. Sing Sing got himself an Invis rune, and he's lucky because there's 3 or 4 ganking for him. Do they know? They don't. No gem just yet, but the Blink on the bot lane, they know where the Anti-Mage is. Oh, Anti-Mage actually fighting. They're gonna rad for him. Is there a purge? Yes, there is. Anti-Mage blinks out, but it's an impending doom. He is gonna go down. Wow, even anti-mage is getting ganked. Look at the net worth. Everybody on top is the Dire squad. I just don't know how this game could go long.
It's the towers.
Yeah.
It's all in the tower gold. It's pretty even in terms of kills, actually, to be totally honest. And, you know, mousesports, this LGD, you know why they're losing these towers? Because LGD just have more heroes at the point of attack. Whenever LGD decide to push, Mouse just aren't able to react in time. The one time they did was when kuroky dropped that big black hole. And he wants some more big black holes because he's got, that sounds like it could be, that could be a bit of a tongue twister, but he's got the blink dagger picked up for him. Malphite on to DD. She'll be able to secure this kill with a proper chain stun, which they have. Added Sandstorm that gets stolen. Sing Sing wanted Burrow Strike. Oh, DD, is he going to TP out? Are they going to black hole for this? He escapes. DD, Sand King. How effective has he been? 3, 2, and 8. His team's got 12 kills. This is not the first time we've seen it from DD, but on the big stage, he is making things happen. And he lives. He lives. Tower denied attempted bottom lane. Black not going to get that. Everything pretty much going LGD's way. A few hiccups along the way. But now they're very stable.
That was a big investment on the smoke gank that's set up for the Morphling up top. But if you find a Sand King, you kill the Sand King. I have no idea. They had like about 16 stuns there. They could not get the kill. Everybody now teleport up top. You were talking about the point of attack. LGD is more efficient. Every time that Mouse wants to do something, it's always get to counter TP. And if you're doing nothing as Mousesport, then they will gank you. LGD is just more efficient. They're more effective. Every time they get a gank, they get it.
And a lot of it is they're the ones who are being aggressive. They're the ones on offense. Because when you're on offense, you know, you're in the enemy territory, so it's a little bit easier to bounce from getting the hero kill to getting a tower. Mouse, when they decide to fight, like you said, they're counter TPing in. Black chasing onto DDC. Xiao 8 is here. Xiao 8 has the mech. DDC should be fine. There's your Sprout. Anti-mage ult. No mech. Sing Sing comes in. Big plays. And then Xiao 8. They turn. They should be able to get 2. Call it a double if they're able to secure it. Xiao 8, how efficient is he?
Drive-by minus.
He still got the mech. He forgot to use it or something. Maybe the hotkey is wrong. There was no mech that entire time, or maybe my Dota is bugged because I did not see it.
Maybe he had a mana issue because the mana burn. I'm not too sure. Yeah, but he forgot the mech.
A while there.
Yeah, but I love the cheeky play. Like, I'm gonna die, but let's use the minus before D. So, oh, that's nice. Oh, 1437 is gonna run into DD. He should be fine. The Burrow Strike across the tree is all he really needs to do, or just run back the other way. That's fine as well. But right now, you do see that Sing Sing squad is keeping up. Now, you talked about the points of attack, and I talked about points of attack. Let's be honest here. Having global TP, that's so helpful, and you know, having that always a +1. And it's a +1 with the mech here. DD comes out alive, no big deal. Bamboo does not have his Orchid yet, and he doesn't really have the luxury to go into Orchid simply because he needs a BKB to survive. So,
all right. Yao's Tidehunter has a Blink Dagger and Arcane Boots and a Bracer, so if they already couldn't have enough heroes at the point of attack, they certainly will now.
Right.
With this, and a level 11, this is a level 2 Ravage. That's another game where Yao is just having a big impact for his team. And again, the supports, look at them. Arcane Boots earn up on DDC. This time around, it's not really coming from kills or farming or pulling. It is coming from towers. But however LGD play a game, these supports, you never see a CM walking around with just a magic wand. You never see a Shadow Demon with just basic boots. You see a decent amount from some of these European teams. And, you know, sometimes there's the big trade-off. Sometimes there's the really fat carry. But in this case, there's not as much as you would like. There's something. They do have Black with a Vanguard. I like this choice from him. I really don't think Mouse can just sit back and try and race their way to victory.
I love what sexybamboe is doing himself either. He's just running between creep wave, trying to use the spiralings to block it off. Oh, Bamboo's got to be so careful. He's 1 Sentry Ward away from death, but oh, playing it risky, playing bold. All they really need is a big sandwich. Where's that black hole? Enigma's right there. Does he have the blink? He does. He does have the blink. This has got to be the biggest black hole of his life. Meanwhile, Antimate gets a kill on the Morphling elsewhere, but I got to keep my attention here. As you can see that right now, Yao staying very far away from his team, as he should. Oh, big cluster.
This is so hard to go in on. Bamboo, they spot him out.
Kuroky, black hole! That's a 4-man black hole, and the team wipe will commence. Will it commence? They pick off the Tidehunter in the beginning. Xiao 8 to follow. DD jump off Burrow Strike, but he's going to go down as well. That's a team wipe. Sick play here. Well, it will be a team wipe. DD, will you just die, damn it? No, he says. Ouch. Finally, anchor smash from Sing Sing. Team wipe. Being led by Kuroky. Man, forget PGG. Maybe it's just Kuroky black holes that we gotta just look up to. That was sick. That was sick.
I am glad I have you here to do the screaming today, man.
I'll do screaming today.
Oh my
man,
god,
you need to
that
come
black
first.
hole, that was exceptional from him, and it's so risky to go for this. If you don't hit the multiple hero black hole, how many heroes does he have to catch? He needs to deal with the adaptive strike, the burrow strike, the disruption, the Tidehunter Ravage. That is 4 heroes that you have to catch, or they can cancel your black hole, and he does it. Kuroky. This is if you push into an Enigma with the Blink Dagger when that ult is up, it's so hard. I also have to credit Sing Sing stealing the right spells, perfect telekinesis, cancel the epicenter from DD, but now Bambo, immediately after big fight first team, we've seen this before, he gets picked off. He does get the tower, wasn't denied, no, the creeps got it in the end, so that's something maybe worth a Broodmother death, not sure about that. He's getting close to a BKB, perhaps more importantly, Black has a Yasha and 1200 gold. He went for the combat build, but he's getting kills. He got the kill on the Morphling. He participated up top. Black is doing a lot more involved, and you can see his team when they get a little support from him, when Sing Sing's having a good time, when they have these big black holes, they're off to a much better start. They are absolutely in a decent position in this game, despite losing 5 of their outer towers. A decent position, I said.
Are they? Because they use the black hole. LG says, alright, we lost a fight. We're coming right back. We have Ravage. You don't have black hole. I love the fact that DD says, I'm going to get a gem now. No more sneaky backstab from Bamboo. So they're completely ready. And look at how easy. Sure, mousesports won a team fight, but they're going to just give up this tower because they cannot take more team fights. And LG says, alright, we'll keep going. No big deal. Oh, looks like this illusion is going to get murdered. But no big deal. Yeah, the uphill push. Nothing mousesports could do about it. After winning a team fight, that's a big disparity here.
That's discouraging, and there's still a Blink Ravage here. There's so much. There's a Lincoln's on the Morphling, which is all Blink in, Malphus. To start things off, Blink in, Ravage, even better, catches 4, that's going to be 1 down, that's going to be 2 down if Kuroky dies, Kuroky will fall, Sing Sing, look at the damage he's doing, but it's Xiao's Prophet doing the big damage waveform over the top, Sylar wants Bambo, will not find him, and now LGD, they're sort of out of gas here, here comes Black, gush onto him, replicate created, Black, will he give chase? He will not, they defend the tower, they do it against the Ravage, without a black hole, and now Mouse, the next time LGD look to push, they will have that black hole. Yes, they do. Which means it's probably another 5 minutes or so at least before LGD look to fight. I think now for LGD, they're going to play it safe, go for Roshan, get up that next set of items. I think they're going to sort of learn their lesson and play a bit more cautiously after that fight.
Kuroky forced to buy out there just for the Malices, just for the demonic conversion, but he did so, and he saved his racks, saved his tower, the most important thing here. And also, I think at this point here, it's all about map control. Having a gem here on DD is going to be crucial. Having no tower going to be difficult here for mousesports to have a tower to TP to and stop that Roshan. But at this point here, it's Xiao. He's starting up, Treant's tanking it up, and I mean, how difficult it is already for them to win a team fight. Can they do it against a Sylar with now an Aegis of Morta on him?
I don't know. And it's also a Prophet. Xiao, it was a pretty fast mech, and then the Midas was like 13, 14 minutes in. We're 10 minutes later. He's managed to pick up Power Treads. He's managed to pick up an Ultimate Orb, 900 gold in the bank. The Hex is coming soon, and the Hex will be absolutely essential. Another disable. Now that's 5 heroes he will have to catch in a team fight to prevent that black hole from being canceled. Unless there's a BKB on the way for this Enigma. And there is, but it's going to be later than the Hex for sure. Prophet is farmed so much faster, especially at the map control that LG has. So that's now you have to hit a 5-hero black hole, or you have to time the spell cooldowns properly. This is going to be mental gymnastics for Kuroky to find the opening. But after that first black hole, you cannot doubt him. Sylar, way aggressive in enemy territory. He does have Aegis and Lincolns, but he might lose that Aegis soon. Or maybe not. No, he's going to be okay. Mousesports, they don't know if there's a smoke behind Sylar. There's 4 heroes missing off the map. And the other thing, even though Mouse lose that fight, they've been pushing so much, even though LGD doesn't really win that fight, I should say, they've been pushing so much that Mouse has not really been able to put down wards. They haven't had the map control. They haven't felt safe enough to do it.
And if they put down wards, can those wards stay alive? Again, that gem, it's just such a big win when you get a gem and you could protect that gem against a invis hero like Broodmother in this case, and you basically de-ward everything. LG says you have the black hole, but we'll still push against you. Wow, that's big game. They're not afraid, and it's going to be up to mousesports to defend themselves. Let me check, quick item check on all the players on mousesports. Buyback check going to be important as well. No buyback on anybody on the mousesports camp.
That could be big.
That's big. Alright, here we go. Item check here. 1437 has nothing. Sing Sing, I know he has a blank. and he's going to be going for a Shiva Scar. Mousesport, the Bamboo has a BKB, that's pretty big as well. They're working on Sylar, there's a BKB on Bamboo. He's trying to right click away, but he just doesn't do any damage, especially not with the Purge up. Look at it, they're killing Bamboo when he has that BKB up. Now without the BKB, they're going to just go push right in. Oh, that's really rough.
That's big trouble, and you can also see the Demonic Purge is so powerful against Broodmother. Removes your insatiable hunger and slows you down massively, even through BKB, making that BKB more or less useless. This Rex will be claimed basically without any contesting. Kuroky, nice micro here on the replica. They're denying that Blink Dagger to Kuroky, so he cannot come into the big black hole. Here we go, though. Sylar, with the Aegis, gets the solo kill in 1437, but he has that Aegis. They cannot focus him, but they can't ignore him. Burrow Strike on Black. He's caught out in the wrong neighborhood. Kuroky wants the black hole, catches two, but he canceled almost immediately. Oh, no, without this black hole, Mouse is in a lot of trouble. They're going to lose the Rex. They cannot defend. They needed Kuroky to pull one out of the hat, and unfortunately, it was just too tall of an order. LGD's positioning, absolutely fantastic, spectacular. Burrow Strike in, Zigzag steals something big. They get the Rex. Ravage on 4. Oh, man. Great Ravage from him. 4-step away. In the front lines is Bamboo. Bamboo goes down. And now it's Black. The Mana Void. Everyone drops low, but it's not enough. And the blink in. I think Black lives here, but still.
Yeah, Black, unfortunately, a little bit less important than Rax. Oh, he's going to go for Sylar. Sylar defensively disrupted here by his teammates, but I think he's still in big trouble. He still, by the way, has the Aegis, so never mind that. He's completely fine. They got what they wanted, which was the melee Rax. They'll back off, wait for the cooldown of the Ravage, heal up, and go for another push. At this point, can mousesports still do it? Can they do it behind that black hole? I feel like there's too many ways to cancel it. Every hero on the dire side could cancel it. Like you mentioned, the Cypher Vice is going to be done really soon.
Oh yeah.
And to be honest, as good as Kuroky is, I just don't expect him to black hole all 5 of LGD's guys.
Well, honestly, the only way you hit a 5-hero black hole like that is if you have a great setup spell, which they don't. There's no vacuum or anything along those lines. Oh, blink in, Burrow Strike, they want Black. And the counter Burrow Strike from Sing Sing. Sing Sing is here. Sing Sing to save the day, but he may pay for it with his life. No, he'll be okay. Yeah. There's no setup, and then if there's no setup, it comes down to bad positioning. And how often do we see bad positioning from LGD? Barely ever. We saw it once. They were heavily punished, but they learned their lesson quickly, man. Yep,
they learn fast, and that's one of the important thing about being at this top tier. Earlier you were talking about, Sand King Burrow Strike's one of the best spells to steal, and I was looking in chat, a lot of players, or a lot of viewers disagree. Look at Sing Sing constantly holding to that Burrow Strike. It's a blink, it's a nuke, it's a stun. In some cases it's even better than a waveform. It just does so much for you.
Sure, it's great to steal Ravage if you can, but Ravage has a very long cooldown.
Right.
And it's also very difficult to steal. Waveform is a nice nuke, but they already have damage. They don't need damage right now. What they need is lockdown and pick off potential. They have Black with a Manta style. They have a Broodmother with a BKB, if he's not Demonic Purge. I really do think that Sing Sing needs to... He needs to make the he needs to find the openings for multiple hero Burrow Strikes. Maybe even stealing something like Prophet Ultimate, I suppose would be decent, or Teleport to try and set something up for his team. But Sing Sing's got to be their initiator, because who else is going to do it? If Kuroky goes in first, he's never going to find the 5-hero black hole. I'll probably eat my words for saying that. I hope I do, because that would be spectacular to watch. But I don't think he's going to find it. And then that means Sing Sing's got to set him up. So I think Burrow Strike's the best spell to do that.
Yeah, Burrow Strike or Ravage. Ravage is so better, but again, it's
hard to steal.
It's hard to steal, and I think Yao, he's so smart about it. Remember yesterday when we cast HY on his TIE Hunter, or one of the person on his team playing the TIE Hunter, they had a refresher orb, and those Ravages were not as impressive as Yao's single Ravage right now. He's just so patient, waits for the black hole, immediately cancel it, or just waits for the best moment. Is right now the best moment? Nope, he initiates, doesn't find the angle, gonna turn back, and now focus on the Rex. No big deal.
And the Siege engine that is Morphling with the Manta style up. Blink in, Burrow Strike, DD with the gem, Sing Sing, there's your black hole. No, there's no black hole. Epicenter gets channeled. This black hole will be canceled immediately, and it's just too much, but the anti-mage jolt, will it be enough? The 2 big damage dealers are here. It doesn't matter though. The Demonic Purge locking Bamboo in place. He will take a fall, and that means more Rex. That is 4 heroes down. Kuroky, he couldn't do it in the end, but you really can't blame him. You just got to credit LGD for great positioning. They get 2 sets of Rex, and that's got to be it. There's a profit, there's better team fight, there's more items. mousesports, I have to say, from what I've been hearing about LGD, they have given a pretty damn good fight in this game, even though it's only a 30-minute win. the way LGD is playing in this tournament, they put up a hell of a fight. They should be proud of themselves. And I think that even though they're losing to LGD, I think this may give them a bit of confidence going into those knockout brackets.
If you gotta lose to somebody, you lose to the team that's gonna have a 14-0 perfect record in the group stage. I'm happy I got to cast this game to witness this 14-0, just witness how powerful they are. And I gotta say, this team right now, looking at the performance, they gotta be one of the favorites walking into the knockout rounds. They are just looking so poised, so strong, and I don't know how teams are gonna deal against them.
They're a complete team, really. Who is the weak spot on this team? I can't even. Sometimes, you know, even their support players are incredible. DDC, and especially DD Sand King. For me, he's the MVP of this game, and it's not even close. And when your support player is involved in, how many kills is it? Well, it's not as good as his kill participation was earlier, but still 19 kills out of 28. Huge ult from Black, trying to make something happen here, but Disruption, Soul Catcher, that'll turn it around. He blinks in, he wants Yao, but Yao is too tanky with the Shivas. This will be an easy kill on the Black. They pick him up. But yeah, to go back to that discussion, we're just going to see some more kills. I don't see any weak spots on this LGD team. The one thing I'll say is LGD doesn't play behind from often. And we saw Beyond the Summits World Tour when they got behind. I believe that was up against IG.
IG, yes.
They were not able to recover. So if a team can find a way to get out to a good start for this versus this squad,
but
I really feel they can be defeated.
mousesports got a good start in the beginning in this game, right?
It wasn't enough.
It wasn't big enough of a start for mousesports, and LGD got to play, you know, with 8 kill deficit, 10 kill deficit, and now this one, mousesports is just, you know, trolling along, having a fun time. At this point, though, LG, a dominant performance in the group stage, can't take anything away from them. One of the favorites walking into knockout round. They're just too powerful.
Absolutely, they've got to be in the discussion for top 3 contenders, if not teams to go all the way. The other thing I'll say is there's been some discussion about which group is actually stronger, and I think the groups are pretty even, but some people do believe Group A is weaker, and to the extent you do, perhaps when they face up against IG, Complexity, Navi, any of those teams from Group B that end up being in the first bracket, you know, maybe they'll give them a better run. But for now, it is LGD. They get the clean sweep. They make their fans proud. And for mousesports, again, the fighting spirit, it lives on, but they head into the group stages, having to fight through a lot of best of ones in the lower bracket. It's gonna be a tough fight. I'm rooting for Mouse, man. I really admire the way. How many teams? There's nothing to play for here. They were still going to be in the lower bracket no matter what. How many teams would just roll over? I heard that M5 forfeited their matches. They had the same record as Mouse.
Yep.
To me, you know, give Mouse respect, give them a lot of credit for coming in against LGD of all teams. This wasn't even a team that they had to think they could beat. LGD was undefeated. They had to, you know, in the back of their heads think, oh, I don't know if we can deal with those guys. So I give Mouse credit, but LGD is looking scary.
Yes, they are. And that's going to conclude this first season.